I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
Roll for what's a D&D phrase? Roll for what?
Initiative is what you would do.
Roll for
Roll
broke.
initiative.
Yeah.
Go for broke.
What would you roll for? Like, what's the initiative?
Initiative is when you encounter an enemy and you're deciding the turn order. You have to roll for it.
Fred Durst must fucking love that game
Because you keep rolling.
because you keep rolling.
20. 5. Welcome to Game Talk. RPG month Game Talk. We got the boys here. We got Alex.
On the class am I? I'm the buffalo herder.
Okay. And we got Teddy.
Herding all the buffaloes.
I'll be the signature Dragon Quest guy for no apparent reason.
I guess I'm the
So
DM.
let's say you are the Dragon Quest Popo.
Pop-up.
Actually prefer sesame seeded bagels, but you know.
We were supposed to have a guest today, but we don't.
So I'll be Dragon Quest Popo.
Oh, there's no need to bury him. He's just he's a busy man.
Bury him.
Yeah, he's a busy man. No worries. But yeah, make sure that you check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and then check out our Discord. We've got tons of content, and this month it'll be all RPGs. So if you're into RPGs, make sure that you join all that, because I'm sure Terry will have things to say about Valkyrie Profile in the comments. So there you go.
Is that an RPG?
Star Ocean.
Star Ocean as well, yeah.
Is that an RPG?
Yeah. Alex, where can they, if they're seeing us on YouTube, which if they're seeing us, then they're on YouTube. What should they do on that?
If you're currently seeing us on YouTube, well, avert your eyes to the bottom of this video and you'll see a subscribe button. Now I want you to bring up your menu, your items menu, and use the subscribe button to subscribe to the Button Mappers. Also, do your sickest attack on that subscribe bell, so that way you get notified. But all the Button Mapper content releases every Monday and other various days of the week that I don't know because I don't schedule that stuff.
Monday, I call it Fun Day.
Fun day.
Call
You
it.
heard it here first, folks.
I call it Gun Day. Bringing out the big guns.
Call it Sunday because the sun's out, even though it's a Monday. And so while the sun is out, you should get your indoor gaming time, because who loves the sun here on YouTube? And while you're indoors, why don't you listen to a podcast? Play the role of a podcast enthusiast right here on the Apple Podcasts and the Spotify. While you're at it, converse. Use your RPG chat dialogue features to talk in the Discord, or there will be a lot of Discord if you don't go.
Yeah, we should say that if you don't go to our Discord, we're gonna have problems. Big problems.
It's not a side quest. It's mandatory.
No
main
side
quest.
quests here.
Not a side quest.
You know, like, so as the quest it says like optional. Not this one.
No, this one's big and red and flashing on your map. This is this is one of the quests that when you enter, it says, "Are you sure?" Like you can't go back.
There ain't no going back. I feel like going into any chat room, there is no going back. As soon as you go in, you see just the worst of people. If you want to see the worst,
Press enter.
if you want to see the worst of people on the
commitment.
button map, you need to go to
Yeah. See all our sides. If you want to see the dark side, button mappers. Not the
Dark
Discord.
side.
All right, should we get started?
Yeah, I got the
Yes.
questions up.
Okay, we got game talk. We start with questions. We do games.
And by the way, the Presidente question master, that's president in Spanish, is Terry309, but the title is up for grabs with the community thread. Depending when this game talk is posted, it'll either be later in the day or earlier in the day. You can earn the title by making a video response to this month's community thread. Check out the community thread later today.
It's actually a correct usage of that this time. That's amazing.
Video response. RPG month 2. So of course all of our questions today are hopefully RPG related.
What about next month?
Oh shit! Next month, yes, I should announce what next month is. Next month is the month that I know everybody's been waiting for. You can all stop asking us for it because it's finally here. We're doing Cartoon Month.
Woo!
What does that mean? You'll find out. So ask us some cartoon related questions.
But don't ask us about the next month theme.
no,
I'm tired of that too.
Yeah.
People like I was at the grocery store 2 days ago,
Ooh.
and someone grabbed my shirt sleeve, and they said, "Love the show. What the hell are you doing next month?" I said, "Don't right? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. I'm trying to get food. I'm trying to get snacks. You're wasting my time. Just wait till we announce it.
I get the opposite. I was on Kimmel the other day. I didn't invite you guys.
Appreciate
I mean,
that.
he didn't invite you guys. Sorry. So I was on Kimmel representing the Button Mappers, and he asked me. He said, "What's up with all the weird months? Like, are you guys just running out of ideas?" And I says to the
kinda
guy,
rude.
I look at him and I says, "Yeah." And then that's kind of it.
You just stare at each other awkwardly.
Yeah, the show they still had the tape for like 5 more minutes, but we just kind of just like sit there in silence with the whole audience, and I was like, "This is representative of an episode of the Button Mappers."
So I goes to this bar. I walk into a bar after work one day.
Oh,
This
shit.
guy sitting next to me, he's like, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "I got this podcast. I'm on the Button Mappers." He's like, "Wow, the Button Mappers. That's really cool." He says to me, "So what are you doing next month?" I said, "Well, you're going to have to go to our videos, to our game talks, and you'll find out."
Yeah.
He's like, "But no, I have to know now." I'm like, "Listen, I like suspense. I like surprises. You got to earn the surprise. You got to buy me a
Yeah.
drink, and then we're talking, So we have a little thing going, and he goes on, and he finds out, oh, it's RPG month. That's when he asked me what the next month is, and I said, to the YouTube.
Yeah, I mean we got to make you wait. We got to make you earn that. We can't just put our cards on the table like that. It's ridiculous.
We didn't get to being YouTube's #1 podcast by pussyfooting around, okay?
No.
We know what
Right.
we're doing. You gotta have faith in us.
Yeah. Just got to trust the process.
Yeah. It's cartoon month. Make your questions
That being
cartoon
said,
related.
yeah. All about cars and tunes. So, Terry309, the president. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Question 1. What JRPG did you grind the most in, and why? Throw it over to our special guest today, Alex.
I did the most grinding in Jet Set Radio. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
What RPG? What JRPG? That's a very specific genre.
Region.
You know
of the
they take
world.
offense to that in Japan too. Like they're like there's just RPG RPGs to us.
Yeah.
Like they don't like that label. Wow,
Yeah.
I learned that the other day. It's pretty special.
Korean
Um,
RPGs. Chinese RPGs. American RPGs. Fan of the Americans. ARPGs.
RPGs.
RPGs. This is a tough question. I don't know if I've done that much grind. I guess I've had to like grind up levels. Probably Final Fantasy, one of them. Probably 7, 12, one of those. 7, I did a lot of grinding in 7 when we did the map out. So probably that one.
I'd probably say Dragon Quest 11 to beat the third act boss. That's probably it.
Oh, can I change my answer?
No.
Uh,
All right. Go ahead. Come on. Come on.
I even broke my headphones.
Uh-oh.
Alex, clap once if you can hear us.
I'm changing my
Can't hear
answer
us.
to actually to SMT4.
Okay.
Because I actually did do a lot of grinding in that one too, especially for the last fight that I had to do in that game, which was not an easy battle, and I forgot I was like level 50 something, like just my character, and obviously my demons are different levels, but I swear I was on that last fight for like a good 2 weeks because I would just have to start the game up and then grind and then try the boss eventually and then get my ass kicked and then go back and just grind.
Yep.
I can't measure like the amount of like time that I've spent in any of these games on the grinding specifically. But I do think back to Kingdom Hearts. I don't even know if it was grinding. It might have just been combat took like extensively long. I remember the final boss being like super annoying. Not the first one, the second one. That's why I swore I would never play Kingdom Hearts again.
I think I swore not to play Kingdom Hearts after playing the Little Mermaid section of the first one.
Yeah, that section's pretty bad.
Well, if you're gonna swear after the Little Mermaid, make it the first one.
Yeah.
There's a reason in Kingdom Hearts 2 they changed that area to just be like a rhythm mini game area that's completely optional because they were like, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Question 2: what JRPG has your favorite soundtrack?
No, it's
Sir.
fucking Near. It's Near. It's easy for me. Not Spencer. Sorry, I jumped in.
Jump.
It would be
jump
two different
around.
ones depending on your mood. Either it's Persona 5 or it's Chrono Cross. Two like very different themed soundtracks, but amazing.
I'm gonna hit you with a little SMT for a lot of bangers, a lot of bops to go around. Very
Nice.
industrial feel, metal, boss
Yep.
battle themes, solid,
Oh,
superb overworld themes.
Yeah, just the battle theme, the where when you start the fucking battles. Oh, it's like euphoria just fucking washes over me when I hear that.
Love the drop in the boss battle themes because it starts with a guitar riff, duh, 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 duh. And it's like some kind of bell chime or something. Think about it.
Yeah, SMT has.
It's crazy when it hits.
People don't talk
It
enough
drops.
about the SMT soundtracks. They're really good. Like they spend a lot of time making them these like metal masterpieces. Like but yeah, industrial. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
They sound great.
Yeah, when I was playing through 4, that was like one of the like I would just play, playing obviously on my 3DS, 2DS, whatever, and have like something watching, like playing in the background, like watching TV or something. But oftentimes, like when I would get to like a battle like that, I would turn the volume up on my 3DS because I wanted to hear the music.
Yeah. Very good.
sick question. Yeah, I agree. The Persona games, even if you consider them offshoots, also always have top tier soundtracks.
I always watch the Persona 5 intro when I start that game up. I never don't.
Love. There's like a cafe at one point, like you rest, I think, or it's like the your dad's shop or something. I think I just always like hang out there for an extra like couple minutes.
It's like a lo-fi kind of feel.
Yeah.
Some rain to it. Call it a day.
See a girl sitting at the desk with her cat, doing her homework. There's like chill music streams. You can do that, which is
She's actually
all on the music.
Yeah.
it's just in Joker's house.
Yeah, she's in the attic above the coffee shop.
We found her.
Yeah, the
Lo-fi
cat's
girl.
right.
Cat is out of the bag.
Let's talk about the new
All right.
soundtrack. It's amazing. It's made up of a language that's purposely made to be indecipherable, so that nerds that play those games like me don't try to decipher the lyrics of the songs, so that they purely work off of emotion instead of lyrics. It's great.
Fortunately for us, I do speak a little bit Japanese, and I know taro is a sweet potato. So Yoko Taro, that's one sweet potato you got there. How Phoenix? No, I lost you. Okay, whatever. Bio
sorry.
Phoenix, what is an RPG?
Caw. That's Bio Phoenix. There you go.
Oh,
Is that what we do with BioPhoenix? Is we caw?
Yeah, Caw.
I thought you go BioPhoenix here.
do it in a crow voice.
How would a crow talk?
Yeah.
Phoenix here. That's good. What is an RPG that you have known about for a long time but never played and hope to play it soon? It's been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely grind. Oh.
I have so there's a bunch of RPGs that I'd like to play, but I have played them just for 10 seconds or something. But the one that I've never physically touched before would be Star Ocean. So that would be
Want
something.
the Star Ocean? Hope to play it soon?
I got the 6 or 5, whatever the newest one is. I got it sitting there. So I guess I could.
That doesn't sound like hope to me.
No, it's on the lower end because all the ones that I really wanted to play, I've played at least a little bit of. So, but Star Ocean has never been that interesting. But I mean, I feel like I should play it. So, yeah, hope to play it sometime.
For me, it's SMT 1. I want to play that first game, but I don't know. I guess you would have to do a patch, like an English patch. Maybe there's a phone way to play it.
Yeah.
We'll modify the question because I don't plan on playing anything else soon because this is RPG month and I have to play an RPG for Game Talk.
He crosses his arms as he says it.
This is... So no, but I will say that I've always kind of wanted to try the Boktai games, like the GBA Boktai games. It's kind of neat. So maybe at some point I'll pick up some of those. I'll pick up one of those games, try them out.
All right, tie on for size. Buck tie.
Very neat.
You know how when
that's
you
it, right?
end in a fair game, it's like a tie game. Gonna push it even further. Have a buck tie game.
Teddy's doing a bit, and then Spencer's about to do a bit. Let us hear your bit, Spencer.
And that's all the questions, right? Cool.
No,
Let's move
I
on
put
to.
one.
Oh, okay.
I'll read Alex's first.
Oh, Alex put one.
Yeah.
Oh, I
This is
didn't even.
Q.
I didn't even notice.
So you know, you could. Well, I guess since you don't see it, I'll read it. Q
Okay.
parentheses. This is a question, Spencer. Just so you are aware.
Oh, okay.
Parentheses.
I'm glad.
There
Thank
seemed to
you.
be some confusion last episode about
Yeah.
my question, so I just want to make sure.
Well,
got
yeah.
it across.
I appreciate you
Question.
labeling it as a question, so we don't have to read every goddamn comment on the whole page. Just to get the
Yeah.
question.
Every single comment with a question has question labeled or Q.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The last time it didn't. Last time he wrote a sentence and then got mad at me because I didn't read it.
Oh.
Didn't even have a question mark at the end. So,
Here's your question mark. What are your top 5 RPGs?
Jesus.
I and I've thought about this already because I asked the question, so I'll go first and let you guys kind of ruminate for a second. Think off the top of your head. I'm not an RPG guy, unlike you guys and the guests we were gonna have today. I'm the least RPG. So if I had to list a 5, starting from 5 to 1, it would probably be 5 is Spencer's favorite, Kingdom Hearts 2. He
Good
loves
one.
that game.
Good pick.
I love Kingdom Hearts. It's stupid and super fun, and I it's just ridiculous, and I love seeing the stupid shit they come up with. And 2 has a banging soundtrack anyway, so I love that game. That could have been my favorite soundtrack as well. 4 has probably got to be Final Fantasy VII. I really liked playing through that one when we did the map out a couple years ago, whatever it was, 2020. And that's a game that has continued to stick with me, and I've like I haven't beat it again, but I've partially replayed it and stuff and had fun with it. Final Fantasy 12, obviously, I talk about that game a lot. That's a great game if you like the fantasy worlds. To me, it's the last Final Fantasy that felt like a fantasy world and not an anime world. So it's pretty fun. 2 is a shocker. It's SMT4. Played through
Whoa.
that over the course of played through that one over the course of a year, and I really loved it. I'm really excited to explore the rest of the games. I have started Apocalypse. I played quite a bit of Strange Journey. I'm just not ready to talk about those games or like rank them yet. But 4 stuck with me. I think I'm an SCT fan. It's cool. And 1's Near. It's fucking Near. It's a great game. I love Near.
The first one.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the first one. Well, I like Automata too, but the first game, yeah, is special to me. I actually just replayed it with my mom, so and that was a fun experience.
So proud. A fellow SMT fan.
Yeah, I did it, and that game, it's hard to hook me where I'm not an RPG guy. SMT4 hooked me, and I played all the way through over the course of a year.
Go next. I don't have it organized because I'm seeing this question for the first time, but I can definitely think of 5 of my favorite RPGs of all time. If I'm going to pick an SMT game, it would be Nocturne 3. I don't know. I find it like the most whole. Like 4 is amazing for sure. Something about 3 and playing it on console, I think, is a huge factor to me versus playing on the handheld. Ironic because the next one I think is perfectly suited for the handheld is Etrian Odyssey.
Oh, damn.
I only finished the first one, but that's a earned RPG traditional kind of experience, and I think I really appreciate it for that. I have to go a Dragon Quest game as the Dragon Quest Pippo here. So as Dragon Quest Pippo, I'll go Dragon Quest 5. It's hard. It changes by the by the month, but and 8 could topple that. I just have to finish it. I think 5 is the best of the ones that played, with some room for variation in terms of parties. But I really appreciate the story in 5, and I think it is maybe the most advanced of the original 6, I guess, or most whole. I guess I like a good whole, you know.
Why?
That one's for you, Spencer. Next, I'll go Advance Wars on the DS.
Huh?
I don't know if you count a strategy RPG game.
Which one?
No, you know what? We'll
There's-
go Black Hole
there's like-
Rising.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
saying,
if he
there's like
wants
two
to,
of them, right?
if he wants to call it an RPG, I'll let him. I'll allow it.
It's RPG, special RPG. And Chrono Cross was maybe the best PS1 style RPG that I've played. I know you like Trigger
Wow.
more, but I like Chrono Cross.
I didn't know
Even
that.
despite the narrative, it's crazy because I talked about like 5 story being whole, and Cross obviously has some like, it kind of shits the bed by disc 2, but I love the setting, and I love I think the characters that you pick are like your experience of the game, so I can almost overlook it.
Wow, I didn't know that you liked it that much. That's crazy. Cool. Yeah, I like Teddy. I'm not gonna rank them here. That's for another day. But I could give you 5, and just also like Teddy, this could shift easily within a month. I guess the number 1 will always be my number 1 just because of where it fits in my life. But Chrono Trigger is number 1 for sure. And it's funny. I think about Chrono Trigger constantly. And my opinion on it has shifted so much since when I first played it. I actually think Chrono Trigger is kind of a joke at this point. Like, it's like, instead of them trying to make like one hardcore RPG, they made an RPG that is all the different like settings of an RPG and then just poked fun at all of them. Almost like it's like the Scary Movie of RPGs. And I look at it that way now and just I laugh at it more than I take it seriously. Which makes Chrono Cross all the more bizarre to me. But and then Earthbound, I don't think I can make the list without Earthbound. It's just so different and has not been replicated. Even with people trying to say that this is Earthbound inspired, it's never been the same. Persona 5 might be my favorite like SMT like experience. I just like the mechanics of SMT a lot. I just prefer normal party members, and I think Persona 5 does that the best, where they're just consistent party members, and then your main guy just swaps out demons. I think that's kind of cool. Man, I go back and forth with the Dragon Quest series of either 8 or 11, but I'm gonna say 8. I think 11 might be too overindulgent, and 8 is just the perfect amount. So I'll give it to 8. And I want to throw a Western one in there because I don't want to seem like a weeb because I'm not. And there's a lot of good Western ones like
Weeb.
like KOTOR would be an honorable mention, but I think I'm gonna go with The Witcher 3 and say that's my favorite Western RPG. So a lot of good games.
If we were a Western band, rock band, what would we be called?
It's not a Swedish game.
Yeah. It's still considered a Western RPG. Anything from Europe is also.
Yeah, I know.
If we were a Swedish rock band, what would we be called?
Button Mastodons.
The Swedish Fish.
Just going with Weber.
No, like
but
PH.
okay.
Weaver.
Weber.
That's funny.
Hey, all my games were Weeb games.
Weeb!
You got me.
I only had
put
4 or 5.
I put Kingdom Hearts 2, which is probably the biggest Weeb game of them all.
Nier is up there. Nier's pretty
Yeah,
weeb.
Maybe. Maybe.
Pretty weeb up in here.
Final Fantasy 7 is the game where you're like when you're trying to be a weeb, like you're like a
it's bro weeb.
you're like yeah. I was like you're like new to the weebage, you know. Yeah, I like Final Fantasy 7.
Thanks, Turbo Zone.
Turbo.
Thanks, Turbo.
Thanks
I thought you
for
threw
thanks
weeb
for
in there.
thanks
After
for
I said turbos.
Weeb.
Turbos on weeb.
Thanks for formatting your question in a way that is easy for us to read.
I thought you were gonna say thanks for farting.
And thanks for farting. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Thanks for formatting your question. And thanks for farting.
Thanks for farting. That's just a question, an ask question.
Thanks
Fart.
for farting. Speaking of farts, you're really gonna have to fart this one out. Majority asks, "What's your vision for Pokuary after all mainline Pokemon games get mapped out?"
Oh,
Oh.
remakes, baby.
It's our new hit song. Remakes, baby. Remakes.
I was actually playing a little bit of Let's Go Pikachu, and I was like, man, this would be a stupid one to map out.
Snap. I think we got to do Pokemon Snap.
From the Snapper. I definitely like Pokemon Snap. Yeah, I think that's an easy map out. I go spin-offs. I want to do Stadium. I don't know, maybe bosses or mini games or something.
Ooh.
That could be fun.
Or maybe Mystery Dungeon.
Dude, I think I don't want the community to come at me with their claws out. I think Stadium is one of the most overrated games in the history of
Get
games.
out. Just leave.
What a tech demo piece of
Get outta
garbage
here.
that game is. I do not understand the love for that game.
Did you
We
have
all
it
like a
though?
good
Like,
I
at the
did.
time?
I did.
Oh, you did have
and I was
it.
happy
That's
to
interesting.
I was happy to play it for a little bit. I was like, "Oh, they're in 3D. That's really cool." There's no game here and I'm just going to use it to play my Game Boy game on it.
I will 100% say up front that my love of that game is strictly because I played it when I was like 10. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I was a little older and it's just like rolling my
No.
eyes at it or something.
No,
I don't know.
I had the same
Doing
feeling.
the
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I had the same feeling when Battle Revolution came out, and I got that, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Where's the game?"
that one is for sure a bit more empty. Like I think that the Stadium battles in Stadium are actually pretty solid, and doing it with like a pre-generated team or even your Pokemon team from the Game Boy cartridge is fun.
Yeah.
And then if you like local co-op, the mini games are a hit. But I was also thinking it might be fun to do like non-Pokemon games that are like Pokemon.
Ooh,
Digimon, right?
That's smart. Oh, we could play a Digimon
Yeah.
RPG. That'd be kinda
Ooh,
sick.
We could play some fucking Digimon, man.
Jewelry.
Play that Digimon boy.
Digimon. Yeah,
Yeah, your whole didgeridoo.
Pokuary would just shift over to Digiwary.
Dude, that would be cool.
Didgeridoo-uary.
We start with like the first of the month promo. It's like Pokuary is back, and then we have like the static. Like, it's like no Digiwary, and then we do like a whole thing.
Digimon, digital monster.
Yeah.
That'd
So
be
like
awesome.
we're all just sitting here playing cards. It's time for Yu-Gi-Wary.
Oh no, I don't know anything.
I actually now I hate that you did that, Teddy, because now I'm hoping that we fast forward through Pokemon and just go straight to Digimon, because I would rather do a Digimon month than Pokemon.
We
month.
could probably like take a break one year, and do like a Digiwary.
Please,
You know,
people in the comments, please weigh in on this. I want to know what the
We gotta
mapper community
buffer.
thinks.
we're gonna have to buffer anyway because new Pokemon games are gonna have to come out eventually. So like, you know, just push it back a little bit, like a year. You know. Who knows? Maybe the Gen 5 remakes will be out by then, right?
That's true.
And we'll see how much lazier they can get.
It's left even. So we got a Gen 5, black and white, Gen 6, X and Y,
Do
Gen
you-
7,
well,
Alola.
Do you
Well, we haven't decided Black and White 2 yet.
Oh, yeah. So 5.1.
5 and then
if you want
5
to do
again.
that, it's another year. Then we have Gen 8, which is the Sword and Shield. Gen 9, which is the Scarlet and Violet. That's 6 years.
Digimon will be extinct by then.
We probably could do Arceus too.
Yeah,
That counts, right? That kind of counts.
the spinoff.
Yes.
Easy map.
The map would be nice.
Oh yeah, it's a nice map you got there.
That's a nice map you got there.
I'm all in on Digiwary though.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to know what the mappers think of that, because I actually really like the idea of doing a Digimon month instead of a Pokemon one, but we'll see.
I think me and Spencer are on the same wavelength of what the game will be. Don't want to say it though.
Ever sleuth.
Ah, fucking shit.
Persona Light, but at least we get to play it, right?
Yeah. He's not the only one though. I was playing. I've been playing, which isn't my game today, so I'll talk about it. I've been playing Next Order, is what it's called, right? Next Order, Digimon World Next Order, which is. I was going to talk about for Game Talk, but I still have not wrapped my head around that game yet, so I'm not ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like also some PS1 like Monster Rancher game or something.
Yeah.
People really like.
You can put like CDs and get monsters from the CDs.
CD's nuts.
You could play Spore.
Thank you, Alex. Yes. Well.
Yeah, they put Monster Rancher on the Switch, and I was like, how does that work?
Yeah. That's weird.
I can't put my CD in here.
And out in Ranchuary.
I'm trying to stuff my my Backstreet Boys CD in my Switch cartridge slot. It's not fitting.
Just won't go in, Bob. All right, Backstreet Boys test. It's got all 5 down.
Oh god.
Sure. Oh, here we go. Okay.
We can do it together.
Okay. There was AJ. I know that one.
Nick.
I remember that one. Nick.
Everyone knows Nick.
AJ and Nick. Fuck.
Common
There was
names. There were a
one-
couple common names in there.
Oh,
Kevin? Or Kevin?
Kevin. Yeah, I think Kevin was one. Jimmy? No.
There was another common name, and then there was a hard one. It wasn't Grant, but it was like something like that.
Grant.
Grimace.
Frank the Backstreet Boy.
Lemmy. No.
Was that yours? Or are you the one that said Frank or something?
I don't know. It was something.
No,
Edgar.
Teddy said Lemmy. Teddy said Lemmy.
Oh, it was
and we
Lenny,
said
the
Lemmy
Backstreet Boy.
Lenny,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Lenny.
Lenny the Backstreet Boy.
Me a Backstreet Boy.
And then there's 2 others. I don't remember what their names were.
Who's
Yeah,
the
the
like
other ones.
multiracial one?
Oh my god.
The one that was from Kentucky, right?
Oh yeah, it turns out he was barely multiracial. He just looked like it.
Yeah.
Regan or something.
There was a guy, yeah, one of them was from like 3 miles from me.
All right, show us the answers. Survey says
Oh, does somebody have it pulled up?
I don't. I've just been staring here like an idiot.
and I am the Backstreet Boys, so
All right, I'm pulling it up. Okay. Nick. Correct.
Heck.
AJ. Correct.
Got it.
Kevin. Correct.
Kevin.
There's 2 more. They're both not uncommon names.
Jimmy.
No, you said that.
Well, I wanted to double check.
Lyle.
He said, I'll give it another
Lenny.
2 minutes and see if it works this time.
Has Letty become a Backstreet Boy yet?
Lit Lenny in. Hashtag lit Lenny in.
The 6th member.
The 4th one
Kevin's
is
younger brother.
is Howie Duro,
Oh, not a
Howie.
chance. I wouldn't have got Howie.
and the 5th is Brian Littrell.
Right. This is our goal for the year. Every month we have to check in and see if we know the names of the Backstreet Boys.
I bet my girlfriend would know it. I should quiz her.
You think so?
Yeah, she was.
Is she around?
She's not around no more. No, she was. She was in. She was really into that. She was into like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, all that. That was her jam.
You think she's gonna get Howie?
Yeah, I think she would.
You think she's gonna get 5 out of 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Is she there?
No, she's not here right now.
I'm just gonna have you guys just go ask her.
I will do a YouTube short where I ask her and see if she gets it. What about that?
There we go.
All right.
Works. And we can
Master
ask guests
exclusive.
going forward too.
Okay.
Name all the Backstreet Boys. They might cheat though, you know.
Sure.
We're
Close your
gonna
eyes,
have to, like, do
blindfold.
like a close your eyes, hands up. You know, we're gonna have to like turn away from the computer.
Good. You had to put one Backstreet Boy in an RPG. Who would it be, and why is it Howie? All right,
I would
so
love
that's a game talk. Not quite, because we got some games to talk about.
Oh, the fake out!
Holy shit!
I get you. I sure hope
This
I
was
did.
ending A.
If you wanted to watch a Q&A, stop the video here.
Flip the cassette. What if we were on cassette? That'd be awesome. It was like, if you want to continue the map out, please take out and flip the cassette in your Sony Walkman.
That'd be sick.
We
Want
should
us on
start selling the
cassette.
episodes on cassette.
Check out the Kickstarter project. Button Mappers cassette. 30-month stretch, 30-day stretch goal.
3 days stretch. It's but it's just one episode per cassette.
Yeah.
Be
For
very
a limited
irresponsible.
time. Get the first 25 minutes of Oddworld map out bootlegged onto your cassette.
Bootleg cassettes. Button Mapper episodes. Well, we'd have to put out a video. Do not buy your cassettes of Button Mappers episodes off of the street. We do not get anything from those.
We're aware of the bootleg situation going around right now. Okay.
Get your cassettes straight from the source. Our website.
Could you imagine how much plastic that would be?
Not enough. Never enough plastic.
We've recycled 2,000 water bottles just to make our first cassette tape.
I recycled 10,000 Mountain Dew bottles.
All those Poland Springs in Spencer's background have gone to a good cause. Support independent cassette media.
Yeah, Spencer, you probably have enough water bottles. We could probably just use that.
I don't drink water out of water bottles anymore.
Poser.
You do.
Just straight from
Water
the
drinking
fridge.
poser.
No, I drink it
Straight from the source.
from the fridge.
Straight from the
Yeah, straight from the sewer. I go down to the sewer and just open my mouth.
Ah.
Arizona, home of the cleanest sewer water that
Yeah.
money can't buy.
Fixes my canker sores too.
Well, speaking of
Well, that
canker
was the end of
sores,
the episode, guys. Oh wait, this isn't it.
oh!
Double fake out.
Double fake it. Double fake it. I wish I had a soundboard.
I could get one.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we could
Just,
turn
like,
to like
set
a
up a
Howard
soundboard
Stern
so I
thing
can
where
just-
we just play shit.
Yeah, I can like push buttons. So like whenever Teddy's like Teddy says like make a video response, I like push like an air horn.
Yeah, I could do that.
have cues. Whenever you guys say something, I push a certain button. So you know I'm paying attention. Because if I'm not, I'm just like Where's the sound effect?
It's weird. There's no sound effects.
Some more sound effects.
You know, in my D&D campaign, we have a music like bot that joins the Discord server and then just plays music. So we could probably have something like that that does sound effects.
A robot?
Yeah, it like joins the chat, but it's only there to produce like music and sound.
You won't let it play D&D?
No, it'd be too good.
Like I said, it's
Wow.
easy mode.
Spencer, I didn't know you were like that.
Wow. Segregation.
But discrimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want no dirty bot playing with me.
Do you think in like 100 years we're gonna look back at like movies like Star Wars and be like, I can't believe we depicted robots like that, like very stereotypical.
I don't think it's gonna be 100 years.
Ooh, you think it'll be sooner?
We already don't know if we're talking to
My
Chat
wife's
GPT
a
or not.
robot. Thank you.
She's very offended.
I am very offended.
I am hurt.
Get back, honey. Get back. I'll do it.
You know, now you have to come up with like mean things to say about robots, like Tin Head and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, those robot neighborhoods.
The robot neighborhood. The street
live in a
signs are
world.
just the fucking street signs are just ones and zeros.
Yeah.
I'm at the corner of 10110 and 011011.
This is a robot neighborhood. Be sure to respect all technology. On Robot Watch.
RoboWatch.
We don't call them robots anymore. We call them automated humanoids. Thank you.
Shit, dude, it's gonna get wild.
Wow.
Yeah. Only way to
Oh,
take
yeah,
them
we're
out is
supposed
with
to
our
do
guns.
Just for me to do this show.
Oh yeah. You guys play a game?
We got caught up on robot racism.
Funny for you, I played Robot Radio. No, I didn't.
I played a robot related game.
Oh, that'd be a good segue.
We go.
Yeah.
Spencer, whenever you think of RPGs, what series do you think of?
What?
What series do you think of when you think RPG? First thing pops in your head. What series?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you're wrong. The correct answer was Mega Man.
My bad. I guess I'm not the RPG master I thought I was.
I'm here to present a review / impressions, because I haven't had it that long, of the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, which recently came out on the Switch, the PlayStation 4, or probably 5, I guess, and Steam. No Xbox One.
Mega.
I'm sorry.
Effect.
Oh,
the Mega Man Legacy Collection is a series that was popular on the Game Boy Advance. And this Legacy Collection touts that it has 10 games. It really has 6 games. They just have the games 3 through 6 do the Pokemon thing where they have like 2 versions. So really it's 6 games, but they're going to tell you it's 10 games. But I guess technically, yeah, it's 10 games. Whatever, Capcom. The Mega Man Legacy Collection, the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, that's a mouthful, is, of course, the Battle Network series coming back into the modern era. Take note, Pokemon, this is how you re-release your fucking games. Because they put a lot of care into the Battle Network Legacy Collection. Not only is it great to have all of these GBA RPGs in one place to play, which they're pretty expensive now. So it's nice to have them all in one collection, and it's a great value just from that point alone. But they put so much love and care into the package with a bunch of behind the scenes stuff and special like galleries. They have event stuff that are thrown into the games. Back on like the Battle Network games, there were like special event chips you would get in for combat in the game that you'd get through special events, or you'd get through like the e-reader. That stuff's automatically included. Um, Multiple versions of each game. There's like art gallery, a music player. Um, there's just a lot of love put into this collection. I'm kind of scrolling the website here to make sure I don't miss anything included. There is a baby mode, as I call it. It's the Buster Max mode for if you maybe aren't good at the combat. You can turn that on, but I wouldn't recommend that. And there's even online play. So if you want to do net battles and trade chips around with your friends, kind of like you did in the olden days on the GBA with Link Cable, you can still do that over the internet. And that's very fitting because the Battle Network series is, I've talked about it before in one of the game talks, just the first game, but it's basically if in Mega Man, instead of like robotics being like the thing that got so advanced in the future, it was the internet. You play as a boy named Lan. He has a friend named Mega Man, who is his pet Navi, who navigates the internet for him. Together, they are solving crimes and taking down the evil corporation of WWW, who's of course is ran by a Dr. Wily-like character. You meet a lot of cool characters throughout these games, from the classic Mega Man series, kind of reimagined, and this new art style. It was very neat at the time to get to play like a Pokemon competitor game, kind of like a Digimon or something, but that isn't a monster tamer game, or something like that. The whole focus of like trading and stuff is for the chips which you assign to Mega Man, because of course in Mega Man he collects new power-ups in the main games. So in Battle Network you're collecting powers for Mega Man through the battle chips. So that's sort of like where the fun collecting element comes from. Yeah, I just think if you're interested in an RPG series from like the GBA and want something in that style, in that like demographic of being like a Pokemon competitor game, Battle Network is great, and this is a great package.
As somebody who's been digging through the Mega Man Legacy collection, it's very nice to see some Mega Man explanation. Yes, mansplaining.
Yeah.
So I I enjoy the classic Mega Man formula. Now I think more than I used to, but I wonder how well that translates to like the story mode. So it sounds like you're saying it's like you enter the cyberverse and you have like an avatar where Mega Man is your character, although you're Lan. But you're also saying it's a rival to Pokemon where you collect chips. Is this like are the chips your party? Are you leveling up like your avatar?
The,
How does it work?
so think of the chips kind of like a deck of cards, and in each battle you're on a it's so hard. It's a very unique battle system, which I think is great for Mega Man because it still feels like Mega Man. You're on a grid. You have one half of the grid. The enemy has the other half of the grid, and you can move freely on the grid and fire your Mega Buster. You use the chips in battle to give Mega Man power ups in the battle. Take over certain spaces on the grid, give them better shots or whatever, give them a sword. You use the chips to give Mega Man an advantage in battle. So that's why you want to collect the chips. They're sort of like a deck of cards you can use, and you can go in your folder and like switch out which chips you have assigned at like any time. So during battle, you'll randomly get some of those chips. You can use the ones given, or you can wait out another turn and get even more chips to use. It's a very unique battle system, but I think it still feels fast and frenetic, which is good for Mega Man, because Mega Man's known for being like a pow pow shooty franchise. So you still kind of want that.
Lan, the main character's name is Lan.
Yeah.
and it's about being on the internet.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Lan spelled backwards. Dracula.
Get out of here, Spencer.
I thought I was onto something. I don't think I am.
Good thing you don't prefer story in RPGs.
Yeah, I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. That's cool. What? So, okay, it's got a grid on each side, and you can move around, shoot your buster blower at the opponent. Are there like big boss fights? Because I know, like in Mega Man, there it was known for its bosses. Like every encounter ends with a big boss fight. Are these memorable too, or are they even there?
Oh yeah, I thought I was playing. I've been because I just got the collection like a few days ago, so obviously I'm gonna start replaying from the first game because like this, as opposed to a Pokemon, the Battle Network series is like an actual ongoing narrative, and like the sixth game does wrap up the story. So there is like a
Oh,
reason to play them in order.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's not just like land, go get all the chips, be the best. It's like no, there's actually an ongoing narrative through these games. So I was playing through the beginning of the first one, which I haven't done probably since when we did that game talk that I talked about it, and I fought like Gutsman and Firesman, which is from the first Mega Man. They have different versions in that game, but I also fought a boss that I forgot about called Numbers Man.
Oh,
And I was like, who the fuck is this? And he does like cool things, like he'll like throw a dice down and you have to like shoot it, real fast, or like it'll explode, or like he'll like flood your side of the screen with these like orbs, and they'll have different numbers, and you have to shoot one of those down to like 0 in order to pass through and like not take damage. And there's all sorts of cool boss fights like that like use their own unique powers. And most of the time, once you beat the bosses, you do get them as a chip. So like right now, I have Fireman, and I can put him in my deck, and I can summon Fireman to come help me, or like I have Roll, and Roll will come in and like help to like heal me during battle. So there are still like unique bosses and characters in the game.
Chips are not random when you start a battle. Like you can pick from all your chips.
No, they are random. They give you like you have like a deck, but they draw like I don't know how many. I'm like 6 maybe. So you have that 6, and like some of them you can kind of chain together depending on your chips. That's why you want to move your deck around, because they all have like a letter attached to them. So like chips that have the N attached to them can all be used in the same turn, but you can't use an N and an A in the same turn. So you can use one of those 6 chips, or you can push add, wait another turn, and then you'll have those 6 chips plus another 6 chips to choose from. So they are kind of drawn randomly from your deck, but they are you want to build your deck out to be kind of strategic, and like how you used your chips. So you don't want like a whole assortment of random chips in there, because you want to be able to like use them together.
Yeah. It sounds like Bat and Kaitos almost, because you have to go in with a very specific deck of cards. Then like you want to like be able to play certain cards, and there's certain restrictions on like what you can play first. It sounds cool, at least the combat systems. And then since you are talking about the collection as a whole today, it sounds like you think that the collection is well done. This is how you do it. Besides Pokemon, are there any other RPGs that you think would benefit from this kind of service?
This kind of like collection. I'm trying to think obviously I want like the sequel series to this one is the Star Force games and DS. That'd be nice. But in terms of not Mega Man collections that could use this treatment, but Nintendo, you have the Mother series, like do something with that. They won't.
they can't.
But you could do like a 3-game thing and update them and whatever. But they're not going to. They're not going to do this. Or I thought of Boktai earlier, because there are special Boktai cards that were part of an event that are included in this for Battle Network 3. So I thought that was neat that they even included that, even though I think Boktai is owned by like Konami or something.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
You're
the
gonna
only,
go
the only
Boktai
thing
kick
I
today,
have
huh?
to say, yeah. Well, that's like I said, that's why I was thinking about it, because I was reading up and I was like, oh, cool, the black die cards are in here. I need to play that. But the only negative to me is that they left out technically three, but one of them's like a DS crossover with the Star Force series. But they left out two main Battle Network games. There was one for Game Boy Advance called like Chip Challenge, which is like a game that takes place after 3, and it's like a tournament style game. You don't have to play it though, but that would have been nice to have. And they left out Network Transmission, which was the GameCube game. That was like a special console version that was like a platformer almost. It was very strange, but they could have thrown that in for the fuck's sake of it, whatever. But they didn't. Kind of wish they did.
I did want to ask. So, is there like adventuring? Is it only like narrative and battles?
You play as Lon, and you're adventuring. You're a kid in elementary school, and you're going to take down the WWW, and you have to adventure around. I forgot the name of your city. Some stupid fucking name. They all have stupid names. It's like the elementary school is named like ACDC Elementary because electricity. They all have
They like rock.
fucking stupid names. Maybe they do.
He's a rock man.
Yeah, it's weird when you walk into the elementary school. There was just ACDC playing. It was just Hail Bells. Yeah, there's adventuring around the maps. There's actually elements of because like you also go into like the dungeons or like the internet where while you're playing as Mega Man, and there's actually elements where like you have to like get to a point in the internet where like say you can't access a certain point. Mega Man will be like, hey Land, can you help me out? And then like the real world, could you go to this place and figure out why I can't access this thing? So you have to kind of like swap back and forth, and the two kind of coincide together.
You said that there was behind the scenes stuff. Are we going to get a peek into Mega Man's misogyny?
Spencer. If you played Mega Man 10, you would know that there's Splash Woman in that game.
Yeah, where are all the other women?
Roll.
That's a sister in Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Her girlfriend.
That-
She's like his master or something.
That's his sister. That's his sister.
Oh,
That's a role.
Mega Woman.
Yeah, because he was originally he was originally Rockman. So there's Rock and Roll. Get it? AC/DC.
Thunderstruck!
I'm just saying, like, this is a great collection. I was kind of iffy on it at first because, like, they did the thing they did with the X collection, where it's technically like 2 volumes. So you can buy volume 1 or volume 2, and 1 has like 1 through 3, 2 has 4 through 6. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get the volume 1 for now. But they're like $40 each, but together it's like $60. And I'm like, why would I just get both then? Because like. Because it's save $20 by just getting both collections at once. But so it does seem a little high for me for just being some GBA games, but they are handled really well, and there's a lot of options for like display and the borders and the screen size and stuff. So like they are done really well in that sense.
These go on sale all the time.
Well, they will.
Yeah,
this one just came out. I'm sure it will. Yeah, all the other Mega Man ones do. So I'm sure
I see them all the time. All the other Mega Mans, they're like $15 this month or something. I'm like, I'm sure I could still wait, but I'm always thinking about buying them. But I think I even have the first one.
Battle Network would be. I think Battle Network would be in your wheelhouse, Spencer.
Interesting. I might think about it.
you like men?
I do.
What can I say?
Yeah.
God, I love men.
Men lovers here.
I'm kind of hopeful. I'm very hopeful because on the main menu of the collection, they made like a modern 3D rendition of the Mega Man EXE, who's this version of Mega Man, that design, who like talks to you through the menus and stuff. And I'm like, why did you make this character model just for this? And then like a part of my monkey brain is like, maybe they're making a new game. Like maybe they're gonna make another because people have been asking for that forever. I'm like, maybe they're gonna make another Battle Network game. And I'm like, shut up! Don't get my hopes up. Get back in the corner.
Now introducing the 45th Mega Man game. It's time for Mega Man Ocean Volume 1, Episode
they're so
0.
they're so close. Now all they have to do is a Legends Legacy Collection and a I forgot the name of the other one. Star Force Legacy Collection. And all the Mega Man games are like on modern, well, except for like some of the super spin-off and side games, but most of the Mega Man games will be on modern consoles. You're so close, Capcom.
I don't know a series with more entries.
Yeah, I was showing Teddy. I was counting games in the collections as individual games, and I was actually wrong. I told him I had 38. I actually had 39 Mega Man games on my Switch. That's a lot of Mega Mans. So
Makes you a Mega Man.
Battle Network Legacy Collection. Go buy it. I mean, you don't need to. It's already like doing pretty fucking well. People are voting with their wallet.
I tried to
Or
vote
it'll find you.
with my wallet. Last election, it didn't
Yeah.
work.
Napa.
Which man did you vote for? Don't answer that.
My button. I just tried to push my buttons on my wallet. It didn't vote for anybody.
Oh, I thought it'd be like mailed into your wallet.
Yeah.
Let's wait for Man Month. We're gonna be the Button Manners.
Mind your manners.
Speaking of manners, I'm gonna pass it over to the mapper with the most manners. Ted, I want you to go next because I want Spencer to go last.
Oh. What kind manners you have there. Spencer, I apologize.
It's okay.
Yes. Okay. All right, so I'm on RPG Burnout right now, specifically turn-based. I am playing a turn-based RPG for the map out for the Button Mappers this month.
Spoilers.
Well, I guess I could be playing a platformer or something, but
There we go.
I'm playing a turn-based RPG for RPG Archive. That will happen. It's like 100-hour game, I guess. And then it will be something that fits on the channel RPG Archive. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we are also playing an RPG for Majority and the Turbo Throwdown.
Not spoilers. We announced that one.
We've announced that, yeah. That's known knowledge. So I did not have it in me to play another turn-based RPG, and I've just been looking for like a more action RPG to speak to me. I've been looking up to like 2 days before this to find the right game, and the one that has compelled me the most to play the most of it, the most action RPG that still has some RPG elements but isn't turn-based, is Castlevania. So I played the one that nobody wants to think about with RPG. Castlevania Lords of Shadow, The Mirror Fate. Be the lightest RPG. This is more of a Metroidvania than a RPG, but it has RPG elements, so I think it still fits. This game originally released on the Nintendo 3DS. It's a game by Mercury Steam. You probably know Mercury Steam if you know Metroid Dread and the Samus Returns. And you can see elements of both of those games in this one. You can see this is more of an origin for some of the mechanisms like the counter attacks and just in general the genre, the 2D exploration action adventure. It follows the plot of the Belmont, Gabriel Belmont, son Trevor Belmont, grandson Simon Belmont, and the inverse Dracula, Spencer's favorite. He plays his cards right. It's Mr. Alucard. This game operates very much like a Metroid, where you get like signature items throughout your playthrough, and they help you advance through the story. I've got about 20% on this game, a good hour and a half, and I've been playing as Simon. And one thing that's interesting is you can leave little notes on the map for those areas where you see like a thing that like you can engage with, like the grapple hook or something. I don't know exactly what it's called, the cross or something, combat cross, and it like helps you rappel from one side of the screen to another or like jump down. You know, a lot of common platforming adventure elements. But you can tell it's a bit dated. This is like 2013. Like I think Etrian Odyssey kind of puts like the map making elements to shame here. Granted, I'm playing this on the Series S, but you know, it looks kind of I don't know, simplistic. The combat's interesting. You got a whip, and there's two kinds of attacks. There's a long attack, and there's like a spiral attack. You can kind of jump and do aerial maneuvers. You do level up. You get XP for both killing enemies and then for also ripping through corpses that have you know, eroded over time and left scrolls documenting their horrors. Like I was ripped to shreds by harpies. Plus 10 XP. And the XP doesn't really like make you more powerful, not like Symphony of the Night. It's not like you get plus health or armor to my knowledge, but you do get increased move sets. So this is more of like a Shenmue RPG than anything. Spencer, again,
Oh
apologies.
no.
But honestly, I didn't really look at the move sets. You kind of just as you level up, you notice, oh hey, I could do like a slamming hook splash to the ground, or um, you know, I can like do a rising one and then drop them or something, or I get an extra hit combo. So it actually operates pretty fluidly. There's not too much backtracking. It is pretty simple. One thing I noticed, I do only have the hour and a half into the game, but from what I'm reading, it's broken into 4 parts. So you have Simon's part, Alucard's part, and Trevor's part. I am curious how that works. I'm sure that the RPG stats don't carry over, but it doesn't seem like it matters much anyway. Pretty cool, I guess, if you like the Castlevania lore. Get multiple perspectives. I'm thinking like Dragon Quest IV. But as far as the game goes, it's good. It's a good party platform adventure, and it's pretty playable. I did find myself being like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can keep progressing. I don't really get lost that easily. It's a bit like holds your hand, show you like on the map the thing is blaring red, like really I can do something with this, and then it becomes purple once you can use it. But overall, I like it. I like the art style. It has kind of like a Song of the Deep art style. Castlevania, my third one for this channel.
Yeah, you're becoming the Castlevania guy.
Early, I play the ones nobody wants to.
Castlevania backwards.
Dracula.
Analvania.
Oh.
Whoa, different game. Oh, sorry, wrong game.
I'm reading about the development of this game. It was originally intended as the HD version. It was meant to be released on like modern at the time consoles, but then they instead chose to release it on the 3DS, like scaled it down, and then would later, like looks like around 5 months later, 6 months later, release it on modern consoles at the time.
Yeah, that was a common thing. I think not like the first part, but I think like the Batman one also did that, where they were like, "Oh shit, we need to put that on console too." And then this game has always intrigued me because I did play like the first Lords of Shadow on 360, and that was like a game that like it was touted like, oh, Hideo Kojima's working on this one, like his studio, whatever it was, the Foxhound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're helping with development of this game, and it's a new Castlevania adventure in 3D. And I played it, and it was like the most generic God of War Shadow of the Colossus ripoff game I had ever played. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm not continuing this series. And then like a second one came out, and then the 3DS one also came out, and the 3DS one always interested me, but I was like, the first one wasn't that good, so I don't know if I should play it. And then later on, they went on to make like 2 modern Metroid games, which Dread is like one of my favorite Metroid games now. So now part of my brain is like, should I go back and play that one? Like, is it?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it would be fine if you didn't. I don't really see this one as groundbreaking. I see it as kind of like an origin point to see what they were able to do. I do see it as kind of a like rectification for like I mean I haven't played the first Lords of Shadow, but to my understanding, like it wasn't all that, and this is more of like a love letter, like a real, solid game. And I think for a Castlevania fan, this is pretty solid. Some of the lore aspects. Find out what goes on behind the curtains. You spell Castlevania backwards in the Belmonts and the Alucards. At one point, you kill Dracula's wife. She's a succubus.
Hang a second. Alucard?
Anal card.
Anal card.
There we go.
So you may have already mentioned this, but can you go into more detail? Where in the story, the grand story, does this fall?
Oh, you're gonna make me the Castlevania lore guy?
No, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and preface it. Lord of the Shadow is its own canon.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't. It's
Yeah, they like started over with it. Like, I'm pretty sure like Lord of the Shadow. I never played Lord of the Shadow 2 because the first game was just such a I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just so generic. Like, I didn't have any interest in it. But the second game, I'm pretty sure you're like playing as Dracula in like modern day and stuff. So like, yeah, it's very much just its own thing. I'm guessing they just use Simon and Alucard and Trevor to be like, look, huh? You guys like Castlevania, right? But like Gabriel was never a character in like the original series.
Yeah. So in short, I couldn't tell you.
I love this. In the prologue to this game, it says, prior to the events of the previous game, Gabriel Belmont makes love to his wife Marie before accompanying 4 Order Knights on a mission to slay a Lycan. Like, why did they have to tell us that he made love to his wife?
I remember his wife being a big plot because in the first game you just played Gabriel. I remember his wife being a huge plot point, but I couldn't tell you why.
Marie gives
Yeah.
birth while surrounded by Pan and the heads of the Order. She names the baby Trevor before the Order takes him away due to fear of an ominous prophecy. So I get that they need to say he made love to his wife because then she had a baby, but couldn't they just say that she was pregnant, like she had a baby?
My wife.
Like, I kind of I get it. You just say leaves his wife, and then we know that they probably had sex.
No, you have to know.
You have to know.
No, the wiki page doesn't list this one as a spin-off. It does mention it after all this, but as far as the canon, I don't know.
Okay, it does say that the Lords of Shadow serves as a reboot to the franchise.
Yeah, I have it here. Okay, Castlevania series fictional chronology. So Lament of Innocence starts it in 1094. Then it goes all the way to 2036 with Dawn of Sorrow. But then the Lords of Shadow series is before the original series. So Lords of Shadow is 1047. Mirror of Fate is 1073 to 1101. And Lords of Shadow 2 is 1102 to 2057. So there is a timeline that you can follow that includes these in them.
But so these Belmonts are not the same as the ones that are later? Or are they? Like the Simon.
I don't think Konami fucking knows.
Werewolves are eternal, okay?
Oh, okay.
Maybe they got back on it, but I remember them like, this is a new, fresh start for Castlevania. We're totally going to take this franchise a new. Oh, it's dead. Oh. What do you say? What do you say, boys? Pachinko?
Keep asking us all these questions about where does Castlevania Area of Sorrow fall in the timeline? And we're just like, we want to make pachinko.
We just Where does the Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine fall in?
It's canon.
And Trevor plays slots.
That'd be great if the pachinko machines were canon.
Do you think this game would be better on the 3DS?
Treatius. No.
3DS?
Oh.
Okay.
I think it looks better in HD. Like the
I've-
art style is really nice. Like I remember really liking like the Song of the Deep, like cartoon looking segments. This one has like that kind of art style too, and you see it in some of the cut scenes, and even just in the main game, it has like that nice kind of like Wind Waker looking polish.
I'm gonna need you to save that talk for Cartoon Month.
Okay.
No, it was just like I remember for some reason the well, it's probably because it's a 3DS game, but like the 3DS version is like pricey, and I was like, that game is why?
It's
You can
never
play it other
about
ways.
it's never about quality. It's about
It's
just
true.
whatever how they released it and if they released enough copies. There are tons of games that are worth a bunch of money that are just dog shit.
What about Crush 3D?
What about it?
What about Cubic Ninja?
Speaking
Oh,
of cubic ninjas,
classic.
I know a guy who's working on his ninja culture. Spencer, tell us about your RPG.
Ooh. Spencer, can I guess what your RPG is?
wait, hold on. Teddy, my ninja culture.
Can I?
Yeah. You're a rookie ninja, learning the ways of ninjutsu and embracing all of Joe Musashi. You want to do all the Shinobi games? You said it. Silence.
I have a hold on.
Fucking ninja.
Hold on. I wanna play a game here. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Don't play a freaking
No,
game. I
you
got
were
my three.
talking
All right, Alex, you're gonna try to guess what game I'm
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, but I don't want to say it beforehand. What I want to do, Spencer, I want you to close your eyes. Okay. Teddy, I have written down what I think his game's gonna be, and I'm gonna show you real fast, okay?
Okay.
It's backwards though. Do you see it?
Backwards. Read
No,
that
for me it is.
backwards. Oh, for me it's not. It's right.
Okay. That's my guess. That way we all know what I guess, but I don't want Spencer to know. And then if Spencer, what do I get if I'm right?
I have to call you Alex the Prophet next episode the entire time.
There we go. What happens if I'm wrong?
You have to drink a gallon of fucking piss. That's what I want you to do.
Gallon of piss.
No, you have to. Is there something like gross you can eat, or not gross, but like just weird that you can eat or drink or something?
This is you're controlling the narrative here, buddy.
Ugh. You have to write.
Open your eyes, by the way.
Oh, I can open my eyes now. I wasn't told.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've taken the thing away.
Okay. You have to write an essay on why I'm the smartest person you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Or just best person you know. You're just best. It doesn't have to be smart, but just
Okay.
'cause I don't want to limit to you
Best
just
person
how
you know.
great I am. So you should write it about literally everything you can think of.
Okay.
Whole page. Whole page.
Whole page.
One
Gotcha,
pager,
gotcha.
double spaced,
No, single space.
paragraphs.
It could be
Short
one
body,
paragraph as
go
long
on.
as it's one page.
Spencer, go ahead, buddy.
Okay, my game. God, now I'm gonna pick something crazy. No, I haven't. It's a. I should just go crazy and just to completely destroy you. But no, I won't do that. My game is Octopath Traveler 2.
Yeah!
What?
Octopath 2! Octopath 2. You gotta call me Alex the Prophet from now on.
No, for one episode.
Well, just next episode.
Next episode.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. How'd you know?
I listened to Friend of Me Fire and I heard you were playing it, and I was like, I bet he's not talking about Octopath 2.
Yeah, that's right. I was on the Friend of Me Fire podcast with the Console Kev. Make sure you check it out.
It's with the enemy.
we're always at odds. He and I. No, he's a very nice guy. But yeah, Octopath Traveler 2. It's the sequel to Octopath Traveler 1.
Is it a sequel to oh my god, hold on, wait, I just want to say they're doing a Square Enix sale on Switch, and I was like looking around and I was like, oh, Harvestella, that's cool. Triangle Strategy. Various Day Life is the best name they've given you. Yeah, so far. That's my favorite one is Various Day Life.
It is the worst. It's by
the troll.
Far the worst.
It's so bad.
No, you're trolling.
It's so bad. It's so bad it kind of comes back around.
You know what's crazy? When I got both Triangle Strategy and Various Day Life for like $40 in a package deal on Steam. So I actually could be playing those now, and I kind of want to, but it's like they're so trolly. And Triangle Strategy has the most talking out of any game I've ever played in my life, and it was completely miserable. So
oh no.
Part of me's like, I should just play that game and skip the dialogue. It's like, but what am I playing if I'm doing that? Like, am I missing 50% of the game if I skip it? So I don't know. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Octopath Traveler 2, as Alex has informed us beforehand. Good job. It is a turn-based RPG in the most classic of senses. It's made by the Bravely Default people. And it plays like it was made by the Bravely Default people in that it's focused on, well, I guess that's one of my big things about this game is that the Octopath series is a tale of two games to me. One side of it wants to be a story game, and the other side wants to be a grinding game. And a lot of good RPGs are able to combine those and have like a fluid system in place so that you get a little bit of one side, then you get a little bit of the other. Like you're excited for the next story element. Okay, it's happened. Oh, I need to get stronger for the boss. Let me go grind. I'll do that. And it fits into that. To me, the Octopath Traveler series has struggled to maintain that. I really, really like the grinding aspects and building out your party. I absolutely despise the storytelling in it. That was my story with the first one. And it's the very, very lazy storytelling in it. It's like you go to a town, you learn something about your character. He does this. And then you go to the dungeon that's to the left of the city. And then you finish it. Story over. Go to the next town. Same thing, but with a different character. The characters themselves don't really interact. They're just like blank faces that are like, what's your name? Oh, okay. I guess I'll help you with your adventure. And you go on. That was my story with the first one. I was hoping that they would remedy that with the second one. They did not. It's the only thing that's really, it's basically the exact same game. But the only real difference is the stories are a little darker. And there's a couple minor tweaks to the gameplay. And technically, there are sections where the characters will talk to each other about their different stories and stuff. That is it. Otherwise, it's the exact same game as the first one. The part I really love is the building elements, the grinding and building your team, because you can level up different jobs, and once you're able to switch jobs later on when you find them, and you can take skills from each job and apply it to your main character. So you can be a warrior, but have like a skill that you really like that comes from the hunter class, or maybe you have a mage, but the priest class has something that gives you a lot more mana. You can take that skill and apply it to your mage. So you can customize your party to be very overpowered and just have different, like a more flexible skill set other than just what you would normally have as a warrior. So really, really like that. I love that about the series, Bravely Default, this series in general. I've always been a fan of that. What I don't like, what I found, and why I pretty much stopped playing, although I would like to pick it back up, is that I do all this grinding and I get my characters to a place I like them, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I have to go to the city and like play a story element. So then I'm like, oh my god. And so I go to the city and they're like, I can't even remember their names at this point, but they're like, warrior, thank you for coming back. Now you must stop the evil. I'm like, oh my god, I do not care. It's gotten to the point there's like none of the stories I'm particularly interested in, and because they're broken up by such long stretches of gameplay and other people's stories that I don't care about, I really do not care about these characters at all. It's a real big problem with this series that apparently a lot of people don't have. Like when this game came out, people are saying that this is their favorite RPG ever, and I am blown away by that. I'm like, really? I can't fathom why that would be.
I feel like that always happens, though.
I don't know. I follow
The
RPGs.
Square Enix ones.
I follow
Bravely
RPGs.
Default, it was the same thing. People say, "Oh, Bravely Default, you got to play this." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, it looks fine.
Bravely Default's better than this. I don't think it's the best game ever or anything, but it's certainly better than Octopath Traveler. The other thing that Octopath Traveler has for it is that it looks gorgeous. It's done in a very classic RPG sense, so it takes like the nostalgia view of like 16-bit RPGs, but then adds a lot of really modern touches that make it look really, really nice. So I do got to say, the graphically, it's freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, they like christened it like HD 2D, right?
Yeah, and that's what they're doing to Dragon Quest. So I'm pumped because I don't need to deal with all the story shit in that. Dragon Quest 3 is going to be that style, and that is going to be fantastic. So I'm not scared about that at all. But this is a game I'm torn because I really like the graphics, I really like the gameplay. It's just placed onto 8 different stories that are all boring. And it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. And people have said they like the stories, they're darker. I don't think darker means better. I like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest isn't very dark at all. I don't think you need to have a dark story to be good. These stories are dark, and then you forget that they happened for like 10 hours. So, I don't know. Mixed feelings on it.
Yeah, that's so funny to me because like I remember whenever I never got around to playing it. And I kind of do want to play it, but like whenever Bravely Default came out, they had like a extended demo for it where it was like play for a bit and your progress carries over or something. And I remember the whole focus of that demo was just the gameplay and the job system.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like it wasn't focused on the story at all. So like to hear this is kind of upsetting to me. I'm like, well, I'll play Bravely Default, but maybe I won't try Octopath.
I don't know. I think I'm too harsh on stories though in video games because I think people have said that they really like these stories, and I don't understand.
Maybe, but there was something you were streaming. It was like this.
Yeah, Triangle
I don't know
Strategy.
if it was Octopath. Oh my god, when you were streaming that, it was wretched. It was like
Horrible.
20 minutes of dialogue, and they're literally talking about triangles. It was really bad.
Yes, that was
just the strategy of triangles.
That was Triangle Strategy, and it's literally why I haven't played it yet. I have the game now because I got it on like a mega sale, and I literally won't turn it on because I'm like, okay, I turn this on, I'm gonna have. I think in that stream it was an hour and 40 minutes, and an hour and 20 of it was dialogue. Like that's no joke. That's no exaggeration. It was crazy.
Jesus.
And it's like with this game, it's not as much, but it's still like that same. Just these two characters are talking, and it's like why a good RPG integrates all this stuff. Like you have a battle, and then you learn something new, and then you go to this town, and there's this, and you have a battle, and this. This game, they're completely separate. The battles take place out here. Story takes place in the town. If you want story, you're going to go to the town. If you want battles, you just got to run around like a chicken with your head cut off. And they never intersect. To me, it's very sloppy, and I was very disappointed.
I think for like the common folk, or like well, just for like most gamers, I guess, the lower class gamers. No, I'm joking. For a lot of like just simple
commoners,
simpletons out there, Yeah. No, I think that they just they'll find a turn-based RPG that looks good and sounds good and has a functional combat system and be like, yeah, this is great. And I think that's like kind of the syndrome with like this style of game because it's like it's got the flashy 2D HD presentation. It looks like it's got a solid soundtrack,
That's good.
and I'm not hearing anything bad about the combat system. And then you have the Octopath gimmick, I guess, the 8 stories. So I guess people are just like, yeah, I don't think they hold against the game.
Well, and I think you're right, and by that logic, it's very odd too, because you can say like it's got an Octopath story, so you can play the stories that you care about, but to really get everything out of the game, you have to play every story, like it's required. So it's like yes and no. I guess you could play the ones that you care about and like not really get your money's worth and not see the end content and whatever. But really you have to play all of them. So like why even do it? Like why present the option to play a fourth of the game? Like make that your selling point. Like isn't this great? You could only play 20% of this. It's like no, like I guess why would you do that? It's really a confusing game to me. I don't like it that much, and I wish that I liked it more because there's so many good things about it, but the story part is just terrible.
Yeah, the first Octopath, in a time where we're lacking a lot of newer, original, like classic style JRPGs. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is coming out, and that's not even hardly even an RPG anymore.
Yeah.
um, it seems like to me like the first Octopath Traveler was seen as like a champion of like for like the RPG weebs, like that was their champion. Like, oh no, but we have Octopath, so RPGs are still alive. And to me, I never heard criticism of that game because it seemed like it was just like a free ticket, almost.
Yeah.
Like it is the classic RPG. So like, look, we got in our corner. And I'm like, yeah, but what's wrong with it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I haven't heard anyone say that many bad things about the newer one. It's weird because the complaints about the old one are the exact same as the new one. Maybe people are just I don't know.
Those people who complained didn't play the next one.
That might be it. I think that's a good point.
Can be true.
Yeah,
True.
The fans are gone, and the only people that played 2 were the ones that liked it.
But net like offset positive.
That's a good
Maybe,
point.
Maybe hear me out. Maybe everyone's just playing Various Day Life.
That's probably it.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I'm
Struggling
just
over
in a
here.
Various Day Life simulation.
Yeah,
You know?
we're doing
Every
the
day I
grind.
wake up and I'm like, what day life am I gonna get today?
I want to make a bingo card of names and see what the next one they're gonna choose is. Just like start marking them off.
Happy Go Lucky B5. We have B5. Happy Go Lucky. Turn your cards.
It's like a numerous nightmare or something like
Well,
that. It's just gonna...
the names are always so descriptive, right? Like they're like Various Day Life is literally like the most generic way to describe what that game is. It's like a life sim. So like if they had to do that to Final Fantasy, I wonder what they would call it. Like Sword Attacker.
Edgelord.
Yeah, Edgelord. Like
Edgy Sword.
like World Traveler. Something like that.
Our guy.
Okay.
Flashy fantasy. Man, I don't know, man. 16 looks weird. So
I guess Dragon
no harm in
Quest.
that game.
Dragon Quest is kind of a dumb name now, like nowadays, but it's just part
Yeah.
of the culture now. But Dragon Quest is kind of like that.
How many dragons are there? Dragon Quest.
A lot.
Enough.
You should see a video. My last video, we addressed that.
At least like that's like a normal one. I hate like the like RPG names. Just the names. Want to make that clear. I never played these games. But the names that are like fucking like dot hack or like shit like that, where it's like, shut up. Just name your game something
It's
usual.
all weeb shit,
Like,
dude.
yeah. It's like stop it.
They look like Fallout Boy song titles.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
My girlfriend fell asleep, and now what do I do? Or something like that. So like long ass names. .xl spear. Yeah. Terrible. RPG month, guys. Yay.
You got some content to look forward to. We already have one discourse down. More to come.
Got down. It's down. Well, shit. I don't know when we're scheduling that. Spencer might not call me the prophet if that's the next episode because we already recorded it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one is coming out next. So yeah.
Next one we record, Spencer will call me the prophet Alex. So you'll know
Stay
which one we
tuned.
recorded next.
I'll look forward to a lot of prophecies.
I'll go back in there and edit it
told.
and just add Alex and then say the prophet after every time I say your name.
Alex the prophet.
The prophet.
No, they do it really fast. So it's like, hey Alex the prophet. That's like my Sonic character is as like Alex the prophet. I guess I'll have like the thing after it. So
Alex the Hedgehog.
The echidna.
Alex the prophet.
New Sonic lore added.
Gotta go last.
What a good roundup of RPGs. Spencer didn't like his. Said he played a Castlevania game that is probably nobody cares about it. And I played a bunch of Mega Man games that are made for babies that had a cartoon.
You should have played that for Cartoon Month.
You should have. No, I had like anime. I had like Mega Man, the NT Warriors, which I watched. You bet your ass I watched that.
I don't want to bet.
Cartoon
I don't want to bet
Q&A.
against you anymore, Alex.
Miss that. Like I miss that fucking era of like Pokemon wannabes. You know what I'm talking about? Like I feel like that died off around 3DS. Maybe like Yokai Watch was the last one. But like there's no more Pokemon wannabes anymore. Like nobody's trying to like dethrone Pokemon now. So that's not the same though. That's like an indie game. I'm talking like a big company or like a moderate company doing like an anime alongside a game. You know what I mean? To try to dethrone.
And like they got the
Pokemon.
Toys. They got like toys.
Yeah,
to try and
they got toys and
like a
like
full-
trade with your friends.
like a campaign, like full on like
Mhm.
like retail blitz.
Nobody's doing that anymore.
We should try it.
Mapper card deck.
Yeah.
Old Nest Mapper.
You draw the Taco Bell fart card.
Plus 20 HP. Cause poison to your surrounding allies.
Yeah, we should have toys in Target. Toys of Us.
Yeah.
It'd be sick to have cards with our faces on it and are like our button mapper poses.
What pose?
What's your
what's your pose?
Yeah.
Like
There it is.
There'd be two variants. There would be like the like regular variant where it's just like a picture of us, you know, and we do something like, ooh. And then it'd be like the second variant, which is like some out there artwork. Like we like hire like some really like Japanese artists to draw like anime versions of us or something.
Be sick.
Send us your best anime artwork.
That's
Spencer used pocket sand.
Teddy's right. Is we instead of us paying, we turn into like a contest,
Yeah.
and then we just steal it for our toys.
Button Mapper community contest. Who can create 60 unique card artworks for us? And also sign
5 forms of Alex.
saying that we can't sue you. Sorry, you can't sue us afterwards. Winner
Video
gets
response.
to
Sign below
ask,
the dotted line.
winner gets to ask like 3 questions on Game Talk or something.
Yeah.
Be the double president question, Maestro.
Question Maestro. That's genius. We should do that.
You know what?
At least get some artwork by tricking the fans.
Well, I was thinking for Cartoon Month, we could just have cartoon versions of ourselves up on the screen. Does anyone want to draw us?
You're
Let us
always
know.
thinking, Alex. You're always thinking.
I'm always using that thinker up there.
Is that a thing we can do in Discord? Like change us to cartoons? It is, right?
I don't know. They get the VTubers, right?
Yeah. I bet you there's an option.
Can I be an anime, like a little anime kid or something?
I'm sure.
You are.
You already are.
Oh, Teddy. Gonna make me blush.
Lego anime kid Alex.
Oh, Teddy. Hope you guys are ready for a long RPG month. This month is the longest month we have this year, so it's perfect that we have RPGs as the topic because a lot of them last way too long.
Yeah.
We're going to grind out this month.
Hit the grind.
Can you decipher which of these episodes is going to end up being the episode that we totally phoned in? If you can, you get 30 XP points.
Find the racism. Oh, that hasn't happened yet, has it? I don't even know. No, we did it in Resident Evil.
Find the racism? That was like over 2
That was a
hours.
racist episode.
That's our racing month.
It's genius.
Was there a racist part of Resident Evil 4 that I just completely? It was a long one, so maybe I just missed it.
The entire game, Spencer. Did you not pick up on the on the message of the game?
Does Leon like have his flashlight and he's walking around? It says like "damn Mexicans" on the wall or something, like dirty Mexicans. He's like, oh.
Oh, you had to go into the options and turn that on.
Oh.
And then Leon would say that. Leon just says "dirty Mexican" as he's walking around.
This is a racist toggle.
Yeah, the racist Leon toggle.
No wonder.
We knew some of you might take offense, so we turned racist mode off, but you can turn it on in the options.
In the car, Leon says some racist things to the police officer. Can you name them?
I can see the president of Capcom like, should we add the racism toggle to our game? I mean, on the one hand, it seems like a nightmare as far as how the people view our media, but on the other hand, Leon says some good, important racist shit in here. He's just like, let's make a toggle.
Love that. I love that if they didn't tell anybody, they just hit a toggle in the options. You know how all hell would break loose the first day. Digital Foundry or whoever's doing their like comparison video, then it's like the racist toggle.
They recorded so many lines of Leon saying racist things.
It's just like Man, I don't want to drink the water around here.
It pulls up. Can never trust an Asian.
He's just racist against everyone.
Yeah, he just shoots at everybody. So, like we noticed there's a lot of anti-Mexican rhetoric in your thing. He's like, oh no, there's anti-everything. He goes after the Jews.
Oh no,
the Asians.
Leon's just an asshole. Yeah.
No one is
That's
safe.
President daughter, stupid blonde.
Yeah. Damn Aryans. That would be so good. They're just.
I would love that too. And whenever like Capcom's like, we're on your side, Leon's an asshole. Like,
we don't like him either. He's a bad guy. That's the greatest idea.
Come on, Capcom. You know they're doing like Street Fighter 6 comes out in June, and they're doing like a full 3D adventure RPG story mode thing, like a Yakuza game or something.
Oh, great.
I'm telling Capcom, you have a choice. I mean, you're gonna travel across the world with your made up avatar. Racist toggle.
Racist toggle, please.
Still time. You can make it happen.
They already said you're going to India. We know that much. So
I just want to see the streamers too. The streamers, like before the game starts, they're going through the settings. There's like HDR, yeah, let's turn that on. Rain effects, yes. Draw distance, yeah. Racist toggle, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then they're just like, it's just like a random
what?
thing, and then everyone's in the
just gloss over it.
yeah. I mean, sure, why not?
Toggle montage reaction.
Yeah. Oh my god. That has to be in a game, please.
You can turn racist toggle off now, viewers. Thanks for watching. Understanding.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them Button Mappers.